Hi, my name is Denise and I am a reseller part-time on Poshmark. And 1 year ago in May, I had the best thrift haul of my life. It was I felt like I slipped into some bizarre dream resellers vortex at a local thrift store the other day. And I actually just couldn't believe. I will definitely post the link if you want to watch the 30-minute video that I posted of my actual haul. I purchased 75 items on that trip and my cost of goods was $453. Now I often wonder, what is this thrift haul going to turn into? And today we are going to break it down and find out exactly what sold, what didn't sell, what didn't I post, what happened to those items. Of course, I want to get started right away with the items that sold, and I sold 36 items. Now, of the 75 items, I posted 52 of them to sell, and 36 of them sold. So that means 69% of the items that I posted sold 1 year later. I guess that's pretty good. I definitely had some flops and I am going to talk about those flops, but let's get started talking about what was a smash. One of the very first things to sell that I posted was a pair of Hoka sneakers. They sold for $99. No real big surprise there. They were never even worn. That's when you could get Hokas for $14.99 that were never worn. This same thrift store I bought all of these items at, they now sell Hokas probably at $36 to $45. So things have dramatically changed as far as price points, but this is what the prices were a year ago. I will not be reviewing my cost of goods for every single item, but I did have a $6 general cost of goods, just taking the number of items I bought and dividing it into $453. Was it worth spending that much money? What brands are just amazing and what brands are not really that great of a buy? Is it a brand thing? Is it a style thing? I'm just going to explore it. The next item to sell was a pair of Mother Superior black jeans. They sold for $100. I sold a pair of closed Starlet jeans in a bundle for $70, but the price was a little bit lower than that. I want to say they sold for probably closer to $55 because of the bundle pricing. The next great seller was a pair of frame Lehigh straight jeans, which sold for $50. A pair of Air Chiller jeans for $69, and that was the very first time I had even seen the brand Air. I think it stands for all year round, and their jeans really are amazing. I just ordered a pair from Poshmark for myself and I love them. On eBay, I was on eBay at this time and I left eBay, so I'm no longer on it. I did sell 2 more items on eBay, and one was a pair of the We the Free flare jeans. They sold for $55. And the next item to sell on eBay was those amazing frame lamb leather pants, and I got $375 for those. They retail for $950. So that, just what I've said, 2, 4, 6, 7 items. The first 7 items to sell paid for this thrift haul and a profit. Let's keep going though. The way that I am sharing these items is not necessarily in the way they sold, it's the way they were presented in my original video. So I just based it off of how I showed my items, and that's how I'm going to be sharing the items that sold or didn't sell. Next item is a pair of A Goldie shorts. They were a current style and sold for $75. wow. I mean, I've sold jeans, A Goldie jeans, and not for $75. So that was an amazing, I'm telling you, please let me slip back into this universe. Next up is a pair of frame striped cropped flare. They were actually called jeans, but the material felt more like, not like jean to me. They were white with a tan pinstripe. They sold for $50. I also sold a pair of Mother skinny style jeans for $75. One of the most exciting pickups that I had was a pair of Rachel Comey pants, and they were a linen. They sold for $212. I had never heard of Rachel Comey before this thrift haul. It's funny, this was kind of a defining moment for me. You just can sometimes have a thrift haul and it changes the trajectory of your reselling experience, and this one definitely did. Lots of brands came up that I had never sourced before that were absolutely top tier brands. A pair of Mother Gray Insider crop jeans sold for $70, and a really cool style of Levi's rib cage. They were called the Straight and they were a size 30. They had a wide flare leg to them. They weren't that short cropped tight rib cage. They sold for $40 and pretty quickly. Next, we're moving into tops. I sold a Zyrina tank. I talk about this brand endlessly, and it sold for $50. A little tiny like floral cotton tank top. I sold an Entella skin bra for $52. It's a bra that sells itself based on the way the bra is constructed to help your posture if you're sitting at your computer all day. It was my size. I kept it for a few months but wound up selling it over the summer. I sold an Anthropologie floral linen top by O'Deal, and that sold for $23. Next up was a pair of Amanda Uprichard shorts. They're vegan leather shorts. They definitely have a better sell-through price, but I sold them for $24 because they had some blue indigo kind of staining on the back of them, so I let them go for that price. I next sold a pair of marine layer chinos for $35. They were just shorts. I sold a pair of Garnet Hill linen shorts for $25. They were new with tags. I expected to get a little bit more for those, but I do find that Garnet Hill does not fetch the same price point that Bowden does, and I often transfer the two in my mind. I have now gotten them straight, but I definitely tried to pick up Bowden more, but these were great, these shorts, and I'm happy with $25. I also picked up a pair of Lululemon green joggers. I could never nail down the actual style of these joggers, which is so weird, especially considering Lulu Fanatics. You can find everything on there. I sold them for $29 and they were not a great pickup. They sat for a long time in my closet. I want to say at least 8 to 10 months. The next item to sell was a pair of Athleta green travel shorts. That's what I'm calling them. You will see the title when I put up the actual sold. They sold for $20. I sold two All That Jazz floral midi dresses. They're from the 1990s and it's just basically a nostalgia pickup for me. They both sold for $30. I also sold two Patagonia tank tops. One had an arrow print to it and sold for $18, and one was a hemp tank top. It looked like linen, but it was hemp, and it sold for $20. I sold a Prince Purple Rain t-shirt that was new with tags for $15. It was originally sold at Target. I just recently sold in the past month this ruffle front blouse from Anthropologie. I think it's Esme and something. It sold for $28. I sold a THML white and black embroidered top for $15. I noticed after I went to go post it that it did have some damage to it, and so I sold it like it was for $15. I sold a Zyrina white blouse for $85. It was in near perfect condition. And one of my other favorite pickups from this trip, and I have never sourced this brand again, unfortunately, maybe there's some in my future, was an Ulla Johnson boho style blouse. It sold for $123. The other day I saw an Ulla Johnson new with tags blouse at this same location, and it was actually priced at $190 for sale. So even on the weekends when it goes on sale for half price, I don't even know who's going to pay that price point. That is amazing, amazing for them. I sold a Lily Pulitzer palm tree dress for $30. An Anthropologie Holding Horses blouse for $25. It had a beautiful green floral embroidery, and that's what drew me to it. I normally don't. I do pick up anthro items, but they really have to kind of have something to them that makes them stand out. I sold a Wit 2 romper. This was also sold at Anthropologie. I liked the style of it and the colorway. It felt like it was something that people would be seeking out. It sold for $35. I found a beautiful Anthropologie turquoise vibrant dress. It was smocked at the top, and then it kind of had a little bit of tiers to the bottom of it. I could just tell from the feeling of it that it was beautiful. I think it was an XXL. I sold it for $57. Faithful, the brand, is another anthro line, and I sold a pom-pom dress, I called it. It was cute. It was kind of gauzy, and it had like pom-poms where you could adjust the shoulder straps. That sold for $45. And those are the items that sold from this trip. Let's just do a quick number review of all the things that I just said. So that was 36 items sold. My average sales price of those items was $62.88. The sales total was $2,264 for those 36 items, and I paid Poshmark $452. My cost of goods, using the cost of goods formula, which was $6 per item, was $216. My profit was $1,596 from that thrift haul. That includes what I paid for the item. I recouped the money I spent, which was $453. I actually walked away with $1,596. That's an average profit of $44 per item. So backing up a little tiny bit, I sold 36 items out of 52 that I posted. That means I sold 69% of the items. Now, what about that other 31%? Let's talk about those. Okay, just being totally transparent. 16 items didn't sell, cost of goods $6. That leaves us with $96. I left $96 quote unquote on the table, even though I made all of my money back. I am gonna keep these items listed and hope they sell. They just haven't sold in 1 year. I have become much more flexible in my expectation of selling these items, and you will see the current listing price of them is much lower than I probably once anticipated, but since I've made my money back and $1,600, I'm not worried about getting $35 for a shirt from Anthropologie. I have it posted closer to $21. I just want to make a brief categorical sort of realization here. When I go down my list and I wrote down everything and I highlighted them, I'm gonna say the first like 12 items that I shared, they all sold. So when it comes to jeans, and I would say top tier jeans are hot. Don't pass on top tier jeans. Now, moving into tops, some of them went right away, and I'm really happy with the sales that I got, but I am going to share that tops are just not a hot seller for me. Maybe I just don't know what people are looking for. Maybe people are wearing t-shirts and jeans more, t-shirts and sweats more. Maybe people aren't wearing as many blouses. I'm not really sure, but I am going to go into exactly what the tops were that did not sell, and I am calling them flops. The first top that didn't sell was actually a jacket. It was Lewin Gray. It was a linen moto style jacket. I actually think it's super cute. Potentially it's not selling because of the color. It's a little bit of like a peachy linen, and I don't know if people seek out that color. If it was black or gray or a neutral tone, I have a feeling it may have sold already. So that's just something for me to note in the future. I definitely wouldn't pick this up again, but if it was a really good deal or like at the bins and it was a neutral color, I'd source it, even though this item has proven to me that it's not a hot seller. It's funny, I can honestly say I normally wouldn't just source an item like this, but I think the week prior I had just sold a green velvet Graham and Spencer really cute t-shirt dress, and so I thought, oh my gosh, this is just like the dress, and it sold really quickly, and so I picked it up, and thinking about it now, probably would pass on it again, even at the bins. I have a love-hate for this brand, and this brand a lot of people are successful with, and I'm just not, and that's Lilly Pulitzer. I'm like, am I pricing these wrong? Am I picking up the wrong thing? It was a really cute embroidered tunic, like beach cover-up. It hasn't sold yet. It is so adorable. Like, why has this not sold? I picked up a boutique brand called Carly. It's a silk looking ombre blouse. It's boho style, has some smocking and ruffles, is so cute, has not sold. I also picked up a rails striped shirt with some metallic thread in it. Also a really great style. No luck. I've learned a lot about rails. I've sold one that I got at the bins, and it was more of like an ombre chambray style shirt, and so a year later I am not sourcing rails. I picked up a really cute Madras plaid shorts. They're like mom shorts, and I really thought style-based that they would go really quickly. I had them in my closet as vintage, and they recently reposted after 60 days, and so I did change the brand to Talbot's, and I took vintage out of the title but put it in the body of the listing. A pair of anthro camo shorts, very cute styling, but just not moving. A pair of And Other Stories wool wide leg trousers, so cute, new with tags, checks all the boxes, sitting in my closet, can't get them to move. Okay, so it's that really weird bum on blah, blah, blah brand shorts. They're super obscure looking, and I had them priced a lot higher in my closet because that brand fetches a really great price on the resale marketplace, but for some reason these shorts are just sitting. I picked up an Anthro Sanctuary linen romper, and I have to say I picked up a few rompers at this trip, and I just am not picking up rompers unless it's like Spell, but I'm definitely passing on rompers these days. And another item that's sitting in my closet, should not come as a surprise, it's probably 8 years old, is a Madewell embroidered tank. It's super cute looking, but it's just, yeah, not a good buy. I picked up a Missoni for Target sweater, and that's just sitting, and an anthro floral off the shoulder blouse. It has kind of embroidered panels with flowers on it, and it's really cute, but it just hasn't sold. Moving into the last two items that were a flop was a Halston H dress. This was a vintage Halston dress. It has all the logo all over it, and it's such a great style, but I just don't know if people are in tune with or seeking out the brand Halston. I just think it's like a washed up brand that once had a name in the 70s and 80s, but it's out of touch with what people are really looking for. And the last item is really a long tail item, so I'm not gonna call it a flop, but it's the Alex of Bohemia jumpsuit that I picked up. It's really adorable and retails for $900, but it's a very niche brand and someone truly has to be seeking it out for it to sell. It hasn't gotten a lot of traction and it's been reposted a few times. I initially had it for maybe $375 in my closet and I think now it's at $299. I'd be happy to walk away with $150 for this, but we'll see what happens. And those are the items that I have currently posted that have not sold. And then I'm going to quickly go over some items that I didn't post. 3 items that I did not post because I kept them. And the first one was a pair of Amo jeans, AMO, and I absolutely have lived in them in the past year. They are 100% cotton. They have a button fly. They're cropped with a raw hem, but they're just a straight leg, kind of Levi's 501 vibe. I love the fit of them. The next item that I kept for myself was a TLA tank top on the top and then like a peplum bottom, very anthro looking. I didn't think I'd get very much for it anyway. And the last item that I have kept is the Christian Dior dress. It is hanging up right behind the camera and I might have to put it on. So this item I let a friend borrow for a wedding and it is stained. It was stained before I let her borrow it. It was stained when I sourced it. I just am struggling a little bit at what the price point is to sell it at because it is stained. I took it to my local dry cleaner and the woman there actually recommended that I clean the dress myself because it's 100% cotton, and she said that dry cleaning it would set in the stains. So I think that's what happened. It was dry cleaned by the original owner and that actually set in the stains, and then they have faded from when I picked it up, but it's really hard to take a luxury item that sells on the resale market for like $1,300 and determine what you want to sell it for. It fits me, but it's not super flattering on me, so I have it right now. I'm trying to decide what to do. I'm definitely going to get it authenticated before I sell it, and I'm hoping maybe I could get $350 for it, but someone's really going to have to be on board with it having flaws to it. Here we are. Here is Denise in the amazing Dior dress. And I mean, it looks great. It really does look great. Anyway, I explained all the reasons why I'm not sure what to do with it. So that is everything. Let me just quickly say the things that didn't work out, never got posted that I picked up. Some of these items I returned because I found flaws. I have 7 to 10 days to return items at this thrift store that have flaws. And so the items I'm about to share, I definitely returned because it was a total flop or it had some sort of flaw. The first one was a camo cowboy hat of some country singer. I didn't even try to post that. The next item was a pair of Faithful, the brand pants. They were a super cute style, like a striped linen, baggy, wide leg, but unfortunately they had some grease stains and I was concerned I wasn't going to be able to get them out, so I opted just to return them instead. I had picked up a soft surroundings floral tunic long sleeve blouse, and soft surroundings is not a great seller for me unless it's the right size and style, so I opted to take that back. I found a black silk tank and a brand called One Body of Love. It reminded me of Johnny Was, but then I realized the comps just weren't really there on it. I had picked up a silk tank printed with this really fun picnic pattern and bicycles and stuff, but decided no, it wasn't branded. It wasn't going to go anywhere. And the last item that was not a good buy was a Madewell polka dot mini dress. And it felt like it was strapless, but it did have small straps. And I just am not picking up Madewell. So unless it's very current and has the right size, this was like a size 2 or 4, and I knew it wasn't going to sell, so I opted to return it. And that's it. Those are my profits. Those are the items that were the flops, and the other items that were smashes that I hit it out of the park with. I hope you found this video entertaining. It certainly was fun for me to look at the numbers of items that I picked up, that I posted compared to picked up, that I actually sold, and the amount of money I made on that thrift haul. I knew I had a grand slam when I rolled up to the thrift store that day with a full cart club, and I look forward to seeing what happens with the last of these items, and as my totals continue to tally up. I am definitely going to be way more flexible on the 16 items that were a flop, and if they sell for $20, they sell for $20. I know for sure I've already made my money back, so those items are basically free to me, and anything I make will just purely be profit. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like. I will continue to be making videos that just capture all the different parts of reselling. If you have anything that you would like me to share about, I would be more than happy to do so. I hope sales are great for you, and have a great day, everyone. Take care.